we want to basically gain something, right? If we want to basically learn from something, if we want to better our digestive system, increase its particular properties, we want to boost our metabolism, we have to train it. So we have to teach it what to do as opposed to just doing it or violently doing it. Most powerful cleanser and detoxifier for the body, because our filter is going to be H2O, water. You have to look at not every cleanse is created equally. That's the first thing you gotta look at. You gotta look at that. Now again, cleaning is still cleaning, is it not? Right? Filtering is still filtering, is it not? It's just how much you do, and then how much soap do you basically add to your filter.
Detox teas, juice cleanses, liver flushes. We've all seen the ads promising to flush out toxins and give us a brand new start. But here's the question. Do these detox trends actually work? Or are we being sold expensive, And as always, I've got my no-nonsense co-host Anthony Pereira here to help us separate fact from fiction. Anthony, welcome back.
Hi, Ann.
We're giggling early.
Ready for another one?
We are ready for another one.
How you guys doing? Oh, this is a good one.
Here's the truth bomb. Your body already has the world's most sophisticated detox system. Your liver, kidneys, lungs, skin, and gut work 24/7 to remove waste. But with so much misinformation out there, today we're asking, what does detox really mean? Do any products actually help? And how can we support our body's natural detox without falling for scams? So Anthony, I know this is one of your pet peeves, but what is the most outrageous detox claim you've seen lately?
We all have common sense, right? We all have common sense to a certain degree. As my grandmother sometimes says, common sense not to come on. But I mean, come on, people. If it's too good to be true, chances are, yeah. Okay? So, you know what? As opposed to basically just saying what is the most nonsensical, how about I just clarify for you guys the different particular types of. So then you'll know better whether or not, like something that you're picking up or something that you're basically drinking, Dr. Humran's magical elixir in one bottle, cleanse your system in one day. Okay? Right? We'll answer that for you. Okay? So first of all, let's go back to when we were children. Okay, a lot of us, anyways. Especially if you're coming from the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. Every now and then, your grandmother, it was my grandmother, right? Or, like your parents would be like, okay, it's time to get a washout. Okay, got to get a washout. And they would give you like some special type of leaves or some special type of tea, or they'd give you this thing called, in Trinidad it's called Broclax, right? And it was like X-Lax, right? It was like these like little chocolate cubes or whatever. And oh my, for the next 6 to 8 hours, you're just on the toilet, just bye.
Wow.
Bye. Everything is just emptying. Okay? And that's what they would call a purge. Okay? And a purge is simply where it is that you have no control over your particular digestive system.
Clean up.
Daddy! Okay? That's when you have no control. I remember we were talking about before the digestive system, stomach, all those processes, your organs are what? They are muscular. So if we want to basically gain something, right? If we want to basically learn from something, if we want to better our digestive system, increase its particular properties, we want to boost our metabolism, we have to train it. So we have to teach it what to do as opposed to just doing it or violently doing it. Okay? It's like if all of a sudden the child is not walking, right? I don't want to learn how to walk. And then you just pick them up and you make him go, and you drag him across the floor, did he learn how to walk? No, so then you can't tell him to go walk again, right? So that's called a purge. When you do something that is very, very violent within 24 hours, and basically you're just loosing out everything. That's called a purge. Now let's look at a cleanse versus a detox. We are a walking filtration system, okay? What goes in, hopefully, comes out. What goes in, hopefully, comes out. And so for a filtration system, filter. What's the liquid that basically moves and passes through the body and through those important organs that you named at the beginning? Liquid, water. Okay, liquid and water. So sometimes we basically need to flush or clean out that filter, right? We need to clean out that filter because we're cleansing constantly, but something is catching all of that. So every now and then, what do you need to do? You need to replace the filter. 1 + 1 is not potatoes, right? So that's basically called cleansing. But sometimes, if I come over to your house and I see that, like you're washing the dishes, and you're washing the dishes really nice with this high pressurized water steamer thing that does high pressure hot water, costs $50,000, and I basically like, oh, that's cool, but where's the soap? I don't need no soap. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of full. I'm kind of full. So every now and then you need soap. Okay? Every now and then you need soap. Or pretty often you need soap. AKA nature's detoxifiers, AKA greens, leafy greens. So when you're doing a particular cleanse, right, and you're taking in, right, you have to basically are taking in a great amount of liquid while making sure that you are leaving out anything that would basically be contraindicated for the cleanse, right? That's where your body will start to cleanse itself. So sometimes people go on juice cleanses, right? All they basically do is drink juice, right? And then they basically eliminate things that can basically stop or hinder the particular process. When you're doing that with an obscene amount of greens, that's more from a detoxification perspective, okay? Now, typically speaking, people are like, well, can I do a 1 day? Remember, what's a 1 day? If something is happening all in 1 day, your system's not learning from it. So you're flushing or you are purging it out. That's more if you have something serious, if you ate something, you got food poisoning or whatever like that, and you need to purge that out of your system, no problem. You're extremely, 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 extremely blocked up or whatever like that, maybe a purge, maybe an enema or something like that, right? From a very violent or what you call an acute perspective, right? Sometimes people are like, well, what about a 2 day or a 3 day? No problem. But again, remember we talked about learning? We talked about learning. So when you're basically taking in all of these, right, greens and water and stuff, you're flushing, but then you got to rebuild. Give your system a chance to adapt and rebuild. It takes about 2 or 3 days just for the process to get initiated, get started, get into the flow of things, and then it takes another 3 days to rebuild it.
How do we get into, okay, my body is showing signs that I do need a cleanse, I do need a detox, and then how do I even start that? Because another conversation is how do I decide then the length of the detox and how to approach it?
Okay, so I guess the first thing is what is prompting you to get a cleanse or a detox in the first place? So as I'm always saying, right, whatever you apply to your body, know 2 things. What are those 2 things, people? What is that which you're consuming do for you, and what does your body require at any given time? Look up the definition of a cleanse. Look up the definition of a detox. What does it do for you? What do you want from it? Okay? So you should not be going into a cleanse or a detox with just wanting to lose weight. Just wanting to lose weight is always calorie deficit. So eating less and working out or being active more. That's how you quote unquote lose weight. right? Losing weight with a cleanse, with a proper cleanse and a proper detox is a byproduct or a fringe benefit of doing so. Always know, what are you doing? What are you applying? Why are you doing this? What is the main purpose for this? And why should you be doing it in the first place? Again, who uses a water filter? Everybody here has used a water filter before, or some particular type of filter, whether or not it's an air filter, a dryer filter, a automobile filter. And guess what? It's necessary to change those things because it collects gunk. And you know what those things are? Those are organic. Those are material things. Those are inorganic. Those are things that we can throw away. How many bodies do you get? I don't know about you. I get one. You know what I mean? And I gotta take care of it. So I have to change my filter every now and then. Most powerful cleanser and detoxifier for the body, because we're a filter, is going to be H2O. Water. Always remember another thing as well too, is that caffeine, alcohol, salt, they all fall in the same category. What do? They actually take away from your water consumption. Okay, because what it does is crenate the cells, or basically sucks liquid from the cells. Because when you're ingesting water, remember, it's not basically just going right to your stomach. You want it to go into your cells. Okay? So a good rule of thumb is making sure that you're drinking that. Having dinner, having a little glass of alcohol, you're having some salt or caffeine, no problem. Just make sure if you're having that, then you have to add an extra glass of water. So a good rule of thumb, 8 glasses of water. Can't get enough water in, non-herbal teas. Add some lemon or fruits to your particular base of your water thing, right? If you need to add in a little splish of orange juice, a little splish of pineapple juice, is that gonna make it bad? No, because you know what, something? 80% of something is better than 0% of nothing.